Well, thank you so much for joining us, you guys. It's good to have you here so that we can be openly discussing how we can all be moving forward in bringing this revolutionary technology to the masses, especially those in your circles of influence and then some, right? Because it can grow exponentially. Before I take any of your questions, because we do want you to feel very open to ask, this is the place where you get to ask all the questions, deep dive or surface questions, whatever you'd like to know about how we can combine work, help you be more effective and successful when you're out and about promoting the concept, promoting the idea that we can add another level of communication and connection and influence for your clients. But I wanted to share a really cool success story. Is that cool with you guys?
Yes.
Awesome. Okay, so being the holidays, I just wrote a blog yesterday too about it and how important it is for us to help others feel valued, right? That's how we can retain customers. So one of the best strategies to grow your business is to increase your customer retention and get them to be raving fans about you so that they're bringing in all this referral business, right? So I know it's Christmas time. Some businesses send out Christmas cards. I know we did, and y'all should be receiving it if you haven't yet. But this is our Christmas card, and of course we made it come alive. And the fun way that we did it is we went out to the bay and we stood on one of those piers and we took the photo and then right away took the video so that we're in the same exact setting. So it actually looks like the photo comes alive. Let me see if I can demo this properly. It's always so hard when I'm doing this.
There you go.
Oh, that's neat.
Oh, yeah.
So actually the photo looks like it is coming alive. And
Right.
that's a little bit more dynamic than, having it be a completely different scene, but that's not required. As you know, REVEALiO works however you want it to work. So there's this family. This is called the Broadwater family. And the soldier story that I've shared with you guys, remember that soldier story? Did I tell you, David and Tracy? The soldier story?
I don't recall, but maybe you told Dave.
Okay, the story is that this young lady came into my office when I was very first developing the concept of augmented reality, bringing things to life. And she had fallen in love, but her boyfriend was deployed overseas and she missed him like crazy. So she came up with the concept of, hey, can you help me create a card for him that we can send to him when he hears me and sees me come alive on the card, he'll feel like I'm right there with them. And I was just like, oh, okay. So I love this story because this is his reaction is actually what led me down this path to build REVEALiO the way I did. He said when she came alive and started talking to him, see if I can get this to work here.
Aww.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he said when he saw her come alive on that card, it rocked him to his core. And this is a young 19-year-old man telling me this. So when he told me that it made him feel like the oceans just disappeared and that she was right there with him, he carried the card with him in his wallet every day while serving because it made him feel that she was right there. So when I saw that power of human connection, I totally went down that path. Well, this is the family. This couple right here in the center is Josh and Gabby.
Okay.
So anyway, they have been true believers in this technology since the get-go. And this is their third year now doing holiday cards that come alive. They go through great lengths to get costumes, and they put together a whole production for it. And let me just show you real quick what this looks like when it comes alive.
Oh, that's hilarious. They do a whole
skit, and they have a production video production guy help them with the video editing and the photography, and then they always make it hilarious. They always make it fun. And so people who receive these cards are now getting used to the fact that these cards are super extra duper special.
Right.
It makes them feel joy and excitement. And so this year when they sent out 200 of these cards. Of course, they're not doing it in a business perspective, which we can do that like we did. We sent it to you guys and a lot of other people that we want to stay close to and make you feel valued. The idea here is that since this is their third year, they now have a little bit of a track record. And so people are downloading it without hesitation. And do you know how many hits they've had in 2-3 days now?
How many?
1,600.
That's awesome.
It's like a whole new record. I've never seen anything. My own business card, I use it everywhere I go, and I'm not even hitting those kinds of record highs with all the networking that I do. So I am just like, what? So
it's because they've got a story behind it. That's the whole thing. You know, when we talk about telling your brand through visual story, I mean, that's exactly what they're doing. They're creating a story that people want to see.
Exactly, and they're connecting in a fun, unique way, and people are absolutely eating it up like candy. In fact, Bernie Dorman says, you know, this is going to make wine sell like popcorn. We just got to get it into the market.
That's why we talked to the gentleman with the vodka and gin thing, and we were telling him about that. I mean, I can just see his brand. It's called Touch, and I can just see all the five senses, you know, flipping through and then showing a video that has to do with what they do to make this such a remarkable brand. And I just got off the phone with someone, and they're creating a book. And I told them, look, make your book come to life. You know, you're doing this, build in, you know, download REVEALiO and take a look, you know. So, so we're talking.
Wanted to let you guys know that we put some statistics up on our homepage now. The 19 crimes, we did a little deeper diving into trying to find some statistics to show how much their sales have been influenced by augmented reality.
That's great.
Yeah, so if you scroll on the homepage, I think, let's see, I'm looking here to see.
Yeah, I saw an article on that recently.
Yeah? Okay, well, anyway, Forbes did a write-up about it. I'm just trying to see if it's on the website. I asked her to put it on the website. There it is. It says here, they shipped over 1 million cases, and the brand grew 60% in volume sales and 70% in value. So those are numbers that are on the homepage now. You can actually start using those numbers to help the case, to get people to realize that it's not necessarily a gimmick, and this is going to be our new norm. In fact, I was dreaming last night, you know, that people get excited right now because it's still very fresh, it's very new, this whole concept of something physical coming alive. But really, in a matter of probably 2 years, we're looking at this becoming the new norm, and people are going to be like, of course it comes alive. Why wouldn't it come alive? That's like everybody should be doing this. If you're not, it's kind of like video marketing. When you were first, hi Taylor, welcome.
Hi.
That's good to see you.
Good to see you as well. Thank you for your holiday card.
Oh, you did get it. Did you watch it come alive?
Of course.
Great. So you guys should be receiving yours really soon if you haven't received it yet. Taylor, you're from Arizona, right?
Yes.
Scottsdale, was it?
Mesa, but we're all around the valley, so we do a lot of work in Scottsdale as well.
So Taylor is a video production company.
Oh, fabulous.
Oh, great.
Again, yeah. So if you guys need, I mean, so this is where it's all cool. We get to come together as family and maybe even benefit one another by in the REVEALiO family.
I'd like to get some pricing from you, Taylor, at some point.
Definitely, Nancy. Yeah, just send me your information. We'll chat on another time.
Yeah, you're welcome to exchange contact information in the chat box while we're talking, because this is being recorded. So, you know, just know that, Taylor. We're recording, okay?
Perfect.
Anyway, so the thing I was thinking of last night is how in a couple of years this is going to be just so incredibly ordinary. So as the concept and the adoption of augmented reality interactive experiences continues to grow, it's our duty to stay in front of it by continually adding something that's going to be even more wowzers, you know? So we're working on it. I know Dave and Tracy, when we first met last week, our brains were just like, wow, because there's just so much like potential of what we can do and how we're going to do it and what blah, 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 blah. So my goal here is to help you guys kind of flesh some of those thoughts out. And then I am getting a lot of pushback on certain areas. I want to share those pushbacks and how I handle that so that you guys can handle that as well. Sure. For instance, let me just give you a for instance. Then we can talk and open up questions. I met a very, very big guru in the online marketing space at the event that I met Tracy and David at last week, which is called CEO Space. Very top level innovators, inventors, businessmen. I mean, people who are on their 7th or 8th business because they've already been successful and have sold their other businesses. So these are like high caliber people, big thinkers. I love talking to big thinkers because they don't just shut the concept down because you have to download a stupid app, which is nice. You know, I mean, some people are just like getting so stuck on that. And I'm just like, really? Really?
Download apps all day long. I mean, geez.
Yeah. Anywho, one of the things he said is that, okay, Michelle, I love what you're doing. I love the fact that you can take all this powerful stuff that we're doing online and you're able to essentially marry it to the offline materials so that people have more impact and influence. I get that. I love that. But we've got to figure out how to make it easier for people to get that app on their phone. And I agree. I mean, that's always been something we're always looking at. So moving forward, Apple, you know, and Facebook and Google are all in this space now. They are providing apps on their phones that are native to the phone that have augmented reality in them. But do we, third-party vendors, have the ability to join their apps right now? No. Just so you know, we do not. But could we be going there in the future? Probably yes. Yes, I think so. Because it's kind of just like, think of it as the networks on television. You've got the big ones, ABC, NBC, CBS, right? Now, we've got Fox coming in there, and they're a big network now, but at first everybody's like, what is this Fox? They're not the top three, you know, and so whatever. It took a while for them to get adopted.
Right.
Think of that as the AR space. We're going to get to the point, hopefully, where we can have integration, and Facebook is probably going to be one of the first ones to allow us to have integration because they're all about like working with other entities. And so in the near future, I see that potentially we can get it so that people who have Facebook on their mobile phone can hopefully just open Facebook, do some sort of a search for the REVEALiO app inside of Facebook, and then be able to view our content. So just know that we are working on that. We're always trying to stay in front of that. But that is, you know, one of the bigger barriers. And I also tell people like, hey, you know what? Okay, so you're an online expert and you've got all these V cards that you can just send somebody in their phone so that they don't have to have a physical tangible card. Me personally, I want the physical tangible card because that's how I learn. I learn by touching and experiencing and seeing. So I'm a visual learner. So if you send me a V card, I'm thinking, oh, well, that's really cool. But once I accept that V card into my contacts, you're out of sight, out of mind.
Right.
And that's not just me. I'm assuming if it affects me that way, then there are other people who are going to be affected that way. Not that V cards are bad. Why not just run the circle, fill the gamut, you know, make sure you're hitting all the learning styles. And that's what I love so much about augmented reality is because video marketing, Taylor can speak to this, video marketing is incredibly powerful. And the reason being is that storytelling part that Tracy was just mentioning. And then also we get to see it and we get to learn that way. We get to hear it. So the audible learners are learning that way. And if there's text on the screen, that's even whammo. You know, you're hitting them. If they don't have the audio up, they can read what you're saying. And then the augmented reality part is where they get to actually touch it and experience it. Otherwise, video is elusive. It's digital and they can't actually touch it. But now they can.
Hold your business card up to the screen. I want to see if it works on over
right there. That's
video.
Good. Stop.
Hang on.
Stop. Right there. Wait a minute.
I'm trying to see if it works over it. Now, is there a limitation on the screens?
Does it work out?
Yeah, there it goes. It's working.
Yeah, it works.
See, I love this because we can combine it into websites. We can combine it into a lot of different stuff. So for us, I look at it as if it's got an image, we can use it. So, you know, that's why I'm excited about it.
Yeah, we let people demo our stuff through the website, but you can't be on a mobile and demo it on the same mobile. You have to look at it from another mobile. But, you know, it's just a new concept. It's just different. And I think that people, you know, some will love it right away and they'll run with it and then ask some really good questions. And others will be like, oh, I don't really need that. But there were people who didn't think they needed a cell phone. I mean, I've had so many people say, I don't need one of those things.
I remember trying to sell a voicemail early on, and people were like, I have an answer machine. What do I need voicemail for?
You'll never buy anything online. You'll never.
I know. People will always go to the mall. What are you kidding me? People won't want to shop online.
We've been talking to people about it, and we don't start with the fact that you got to download an app. We tell the story, and the story sells itself, and they're like, I want to see this. And they immediately want to download the app and take that next step. So, I mean, I just see it as there's so many things we have questions about.
Well, I've actually had Nancy, go ahead, Nancy.
Oh, I was going to say, so far, having shopped it around to a few different friends' businesses, the one thing that's common, I think, in response to making it happen is the video link, and having access to someone who will professionally create a video. So the bigger the business, the more professional they want the video, and not just a talking head. So for me, that's the missing link right now. And so I definitely want to talk to Taylor, and I'm talking to a bunch of other people who do video to see if we can partner up and provide a service, you know, with a look at quantity, right, for a fairly good rate. Because I know video can be expensive, and so we want to make it accessible.
And here's another thing about the video too. And Taylor could be a great partner to partner up with. She's a sweetie. You just, you know, want to connect with her.
Like
we also, so what we're trying to do with REVEALiO is we are trying to look for more partners like Taylor. So hey, you know, if you need somebody and you want to do a shoot in Mesa area, hey, Taylor's your girl. If you need somebody to shoot a video with you up in, you know, Seattle area, hey, I got a partner up there. And so that's where REVEALiO is indeed saying that we can help with the video production. We also do video editing. So if somebody has a lot of footage from events that they've been at, or products, services in action, we can accept their footage, and then we have a team to do the editing. So
one of the things I want to also just put out there is that it also doesn't have to be video, even though I think video is great. Like we can create pieces like keynote, like movies, like little movies and things that have graphics and other things in them. They're motion, and they tell a story. They have the branding. You can do all of that, and you don't ever have to see the person's face either. Some people are really shy in front of the camera, so you can also go that direction as well. So
it could be an After Effects design video or something like that.
Yeah, I've even seen white label or the whiteboard drawings. I've seen people use those. And
yeah, I'm talking to a company that does that right now.
Yeah, we've got like we've got the ability to do what do they call those? Explainer videos. Yeah. So you can do things like that as well. So I mean, as long as it's a movie, you're good, right? So as long as it's a video that will play.
So here's the number one thing, Nancy, that you can make sure that they know is that, hey guys, trust me in this. If you will go ahead and move forward, even with a simple selfie style talking head video for now, you will still have a great level of impact by just demonstrating that your materials come alive at this juncture, because you can go in and change out your video for free as often as you'd like. Because if they delay, look at how much business their competitors are getting rather than them, because they thought that they had to have it perfect. That's the falsehood. We need them to move quick, because again, the longer we wait, the more common. I just found out, Nancy sent me a competitor. They're popping up left and right. There are competitors out there who, this competitor got a hold of a label company, and that label company is now promoting, you know, wine labels that come alive with video. Well, the neat thing about ours is that ours is even cooler than what they were showing, because our videos bend around the bottle rather than just, you know, play flat like a normal 2D video. So again, I just kind of like lit the fire, and I'm just like, yeah, I need to get out there. I need to get out there. I need to get out there, because even if my presentation isn't perfect, it's still a presentation. I worked with Nancy here to create a video so that she could go pitch it to Sensi. So I purposely did that so that I could repurpose that video and just demonstrate a magazine coming alive, you know, because I can't be so centric to one particular company. I need to be more centric towards one particular industry.
We're going to make we're going to make board games come to life. We're talking with people right now, you know, the cards that people play with, we're going to incorporate it. So, I mean, it's good stuff.
No, it's super great stuff. Okay, so with that, I just want you to know that I've had a lot of very intelligent people say, well, I couldn't be bothered to download an app. And I'm like, okay, well, you, the business owner, if you have paid for the REVEALiO service to make your materials come alive, by golly, you should be showing it. You should be demonstrating it. So make sure that at least you have the app downloaded and you're actually demoing for people, because that's where the impact and influence comes. If people take your materials and later download the app, then that's a triple win, because you could potentially get them into your sales funnels as well through those call to action buttons. But that is not absolutely a must. It helps. if you're going to do something static, like you're going to do a mailer, Taylor, remember my card, it had instructions on the back. It had instructions on the front. You can't just let it be like flippant. You have to be like out there with it in their face saying, guys, this is special. Hello, pay attention. And do your best visually to convey that message if you're not able to be there in person. So once this guy told me he couldn't be bothered to download an app to watch somebody else's material come alive, and I'm like, okay, well, you yourself, what are you doing right now when you're out and about networking that causes people to stop in their tracks and hang on your every word? Could you just let me know what it is you're doing? And he's just like, well, okay, I got your point. So anyway, so those are just questions. You don't want to make them feel stupid. You just want them to think differently. Just like
I also wanted to make a note that, I used a card that I had printed last year, and I still have a lot of them. And so rather than reprint cards, that will be the trigger, obviously, to show people, I thought maybe it would be useful to have a sticker made with the REVEALiO directions, or download the REVEALiO app to reveal this, and then put them on the cards, so that I can continue to use up the stock I have instead of just having to print new ones.
I also did, you guys, I put in the REVEALiO affiliate Facebook group. I put in a new graphic that I created recently. It's more iconic. It's got 1, 2, 3 steps with little cell phone icons, and it actually lists the steps rather than doing more of a photographic thing like what I did with this one. Yeah. So that is available to you in the Facebook group, and if you're not part of that Facebook affiliate group for REVEALiO, just ask me to admit you, because we're trying to stay on top of who's there.
So I have a question. So in your, because I happened across that old affiliate area, do you have a place for affiliate links so that we can, because I noticed you had a video that I grabbed and put on my site, and then I went, oh, that might be tied to the old thing, so I took it off. But in the affiliate piece, in Kartra or whatever it is that you're using, is that kind of stuff available to us?
So that if you would download the video, your link is associated to that video. Is that what you're asking?
Yeah, you had something that was an embeddable HTML piece, and a video pop up and link.
So our so not in the new system, Tracy, but we're moving forward. It's just everything takes time. So right now you can just post it as your link underneath the video or something. Sorry.
Okay, not a problem. But so we can get into Kartra, and that's where we'll find our information. Because like I said, I wasn't sure. Okay, good. Yeah, in Kartra, there are multiple products. There's the basic product, which is the monthly 27, and then there's the Pro, which is the monthly 87, and then there's the Enterprise, and then there's one called Choose Plan. I suggest you use the Choose Plan one, because what that does is it takes your potential leads to our sales landing page with your affiliate link attached, and that way they can choose which membership tier they want to select from. All of them are connected to your affiliate link from that. Okay. Did you have a question?
Yeah, I do.
Go ahead, please. Let's just open it for questions now. Sure. And introduce yourself, please, to the people who aren't here at the moment.
Yeah, Dave Pike, Taft Graphics Design Studio, North Atlanta, Georgia. My question is, from what I've seen so far, basically it's flat imagery that comes alive. Now, do you have the ability, like something like Pokemon Go, where it's a static plane, an area or something, or a geocentric spot, and that something would come alive too?
We have the capabilities outside of the REVEALiO AR marketing app. So the way REVEALiO AR marketing app was built, I built it so that we could use cloud services to overlay virtual content, video 2D content on top of tons of materials all around the world without having people to create an app unique to their own content. So that app is fairly limited in the fact that we aren't able to incorporate geolocation augmented reality experiences, but that is indeed possible as a separate app. We would have to build out that app.
Okay. Okay, because I just want to be clear on where we are and what we're offering to the public, and what you're telling us is in-house, so to speak, so I know what we're doing. My thought was, if you had an expo or a place where they had a green screen or a backing, or there was a REVEALiO image that had something on it, you could stand there and have a selfie with your favorite personality or something virtually without them being there. Is that something that's possible?
So we don't even need a green screen. So in the realm of augmented reality, outside of the way I designed REVEALiO AR marketing app, because again, I call it Scratch and Sniff. This is like an entry point app. This is it's so incredibly simple that some augmented reality experts actually like fight me a little bit. They're like, that's not really augmented reality. I'm like, yeah, it's augmented reality video marketing is what it is. Right. But again, it's simple and people understand it. So if you're going to go bigger and think bigger, augmented reality, the technology itself, can be triggered like Pokemon Go by just standing in a particular spot. As soon as you're in that particular spot, a 3D image can appear through the screen of your phone, and a 3D image can be an image of a football player. Say you're at a football game, and your favorite player shows up over here in this geolocation spot. You can actually stand next to that character and have your photo taken, yes.
Right.
Yes, so that is possible. You don't even need a green screen. It'll appear through the phone. The camera will identify it and everything, so that when you snap that picture, it's not like a ghost where you can't see the in the actual photo.
But if you did a big graphic on, say, a banner stand behind you, and you had somebody take your picture, you could bring something to life in that piece that they could then see it.
Is your active piece, right?
Yes, and you can actually rotate it so that if you have like one huge banner and people are going to stand in front of it, at one point it could be like one football player, and then the next person that looks it through their phone, it could be another. We can generate it to like pull up different content.
Oh, nice.
If I was sitting in the stands and shine my phone at the field, for example, and the field was the key image, then you could have like the Atlanta Falcon flying across the thing.
Yeah. Augmented reality is really...
And I know that's jumping ahead. I'm just trying to...
No, it's not really jumping ahead. You just need to understand that the realm of what augmented reality was possible, sorry about that, is so much bigger than what I'm trying to use, what I designed REVEALiO for. And again, the reason being is that if you come at people with
too much
of a vision, they think that it's not possible for them. So I'm creating kind of a hook for everybody. I'm giving you all an opportunity to take something so incredibly simple, demo it to somebody who is a visionary, and say, but it can do so much more, and we can build whatever you want. And again, as affiliates, you guys also make a commission on those bigger software development projects. But we are by no means limited to a marker, which we call those target images, which is image-based recognition. Augmented reality is not at all limited to that.
Well, I'm just so excited by all the stuff. Like, I was just talking to a writer today. She's starting a podcast, and I'm like, your speaker one sheet could have it on it. Your book could have it on it. I mean, there could be ways that you're just going to stand out, and people are going to be like, wow. But that's what we work in, is the visual aspect. So just like her in the magazine, I mean, there are so many opportunities, through visual imagery that we can do it.
And I totally understand what you're saying about walking people up to that level. I have certain people that I can talk right there to, but then obviously there's a lot of people here. For one example, we've got a gal in Detroit, and she uses cargo containers to build houses.
Oh, yeah.
And stuff. So if they went out to a lot and held the camera at the lot, all of a sudden the building would appear.
Oh, absolutely.
Absolutely. But now it has to be something that looks the same all the time, right? You can't just have it. I mean, I was trying to tell David, it would be like if you had a sign up there that had the lot, you could shine it at the sign, because the sign's always going to be the same. But you can't just show it at the real world into a spot where you say, at least not in the REVEALiO way.
Not in the REVEALiO current AR marketing app. Now, again, REVEALiO is the
tool you could.
Yeah, REVEALiO is the company, and we are now a software development company. We make your business come alive. We've expanded our services beyond just the augmented reality marketing app. We are now a full-fledged software development company. So we can use geolocation to, when somebody is looking at a lot of land, we can have the projection, just like the IKEA app can make furniture appear in your home. We can do that exact same thing for homes out in on land using geolocation. So the app would know where you are, and it would be able to identify what it's seeing, and then also it would be able to project that home, right there on that open land, so you can identify what it's going to look like once it's placed there. There's other things too we can do. So I've had people, home builders, thinking like, oh, okay, rather than us hiring somebody to sit at that desk all day long at open houses for brand new homes, we could have walking tours throughout the home, so that at different functions, like maybe they get to the kitchen area, they have like different features that come alive and kind of tell a little bit why that feature is
It's awesome.
so top notch and why they should be buying this home. So there's, if you want your mind blown, guys, just Google augmented reality and just see what the heck is happening in that space. It is amazing. And then you can incorporate artificial intelligence along with augmented reality. Those two combined are just super wow power and what we can build for apps to do. Again, augmented reality is so much more than REVEALiO AR marketing. This is just an entry level.
Okay, good.
Well, we'll talk offline of the AI stuff because I've got some people, some doctors and people like that have been, we're working with IBM Watson that we're working on cloning themselves essentially in the AI space because everybody wants their help, but they don't want to be seeing patients all day long, 24/7. So they want to get to the point where they can clone themselves. So
virtually.
There's got to be a better word for that.
Virtually.
Yeah, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean.
A mini me, virtual mini me.
That's funny. I also have a colleague who's another publisher here in the Bay Area who has an AI business. So if there's some way to link her in, as a way to increase her business, we should do that as well.
Yeah.
So Michelle, is the process that we send you a static image and the video and you compile it all together and you handle all that part of it?
We do it.
Well, let her answer the question.
So the question was, David?
The question is, do we send you a picture of the static image that we want to be the target and then send you also the video?
Okay, so the process is that once you or your customers will purchase their subscription, so they have to purchase first, then they will receive, they will land on a page that gives them the opportunity to upload their project elements, okay? And once they upload their project elements, we receive that in notification that those elements have been uploaded, and then we go in and start looking at what was uploaded. And there's also a comment section. They can let us know, hey, this is like, for instance, this greeting card right here, right? This is the greeting card, but we only want the video to play over the image. So they would give us little notes like that. Then once we activate it, we test it out on Android and iOS to make sure everything's operating properly, and then we put a notification back out to the client that their reveal has been activated. From there, they get access to their membership dashboard, which is where they can go in and see how often their reveals are being viewed. They can swap out their video as often as they'd like, and they can edit the call to action buttons at any point in time on their reveal. So that is the control that they have on the back end.
So do you have to pay $27 for each piece that you have? So let's say we have game cards that we're doing for somebody. How does that work? Or can they have as many as they want and you pay for the streams?
So each customer is assigned an account. So if they come in at $27 a month basic subscription, they're allotted 1,000 streams. So if they want to have multiple reveals in their account, they can without adding an additional $27 a month. But if they start exceeding their 1,000 streams, they have two choices. They either pay 10 cents per overage charge because it resets every month, and it's the first of every month, so it's month to month. And or they can upgrade to the next tier. Maybe they know they're going to have a huge event, and it's probably going to blow out that 1,000 streams, so they can upgrade to the next tier, which is the Pro, which is an $87 a month fee for 10,000 streams. Right. And then after the event is over, if they want to, they can contact us and they'll downgrade.
Upgrade and downgrade.
Yes. Upgrading is automatic. Downgrading requires a call to us so that we can go in and manually do it. And it'll happen at the next billing cycle. So if they downgrade, then that fee, the back to 27, so if they go from 87 down to 27, if they hit it before the 27 or the 87 renews, they can get the 27 for that next month fee.
So I just wanted to make sure that they could do multiples. So, if we've got clients doing something that they want it across their branding pieces, that they can do that in the one account. It's just based on how many streams they need. So if they have to go up because they're getting a lot of people and a lot of traction.
Yes, because the streams are combined. So if you have 10 different reveals inside your account, you're allotted 1,000 streams for all 10.
Right.
So, yeah. Right. And that's where it's good to be able to track it. So that's what they get to see, and I believe that our team is putting in an auto notification as soon as they start getting close. Then they will be notified that they're about to exceed their allotted streams.
Can they upgrade at that time if they start seeing that they're too close?
Yeah, and as soon as they do, as soon as they upgrade, then that starts the new calendar month for their billing. So
okay.
And then if it's beyond 10,000, then that's like an enterprise level, and you have that conversation and you figure out what.
Well, we actually have an enterprise set up for them. That's $247 a month for 100,000 streams. So again, they can do that automatic upgrade. And then they can choose to come down if they'd like.
And if you really get big, you can talk.
if it's going to be much more than that, we probably do need to talk about, what's going to be better for them and for us, because we want to support that kind of growth. We just need to make sure that we're not going to get toppled down on because we get charged for the streams too. So we have to make sure that we're covering ourselves.
Well, that would be the time when you get them to do a custom development.
Usually, yeah, and that's another thing too. Let's talk about that. So like David, I know you're talking about taking this to bigger people. So when we pitch the concept of building them their own app, all of the Reveal streams and everything is contained within that app. So it's not like our $27 a month limitations or anything like that. It's going to be very different. It's going to be unique to them, and we'll set it up on whatever tiers so that they know what their monthly support charges are going to be from us based upon what they know their volume is going to be. So we'll work.
We're talking people like Bass Pro Shops and the Mets and people like that.
Yeah. So again, they get a lot more flexibility when they build out their own app.
Right.
Sure. Okay. That's good to know. Yeah. And I've already reached out, and because of the holidays and stuff, we'll have that conversation very soon with them and see where that goes. So that's good.
So one of the things I can say to you, and Taylor, I don't know, how have you been doing with REVEALiO? Where are you at? Because I know it kind of went a little silent there for a little while. I mean, everybody's growing their business in their own way, but what are you looking to get out of the REVEALiO affiliate program or distributor program?
Well, first of all, let me apologize that I'm a little under the weather today, so I'm going to speak as well as I can. So, we definitely work with a lot of authors, and so really trying to bring the covers of those books alive. We're doing commercials for various books, and so it's one of those things of I'm trying to encourage our clients to leverage their commercials beyond just, social media and beyond just their website, that they can also utilize it on their book covers. And then in addition to that, realtors. We have a lot of realtors that we do a lot of, video tours with and things of that sort that, I really want to start encouraging them to incorporate, those videos onto the flyers that they hand out to neighborhoods, because that's something that, they're already making the flyers, they're already making the videos, let's put them together.
Sure. So Taylor, just to catch you up, because I'm not sure if you, I haven't, Taylor was one of our original distributors back in when we started out a distributor program before we even really had an affiliate program. Taylor, we've shifted gears a little bit, and we actually are now doing more of an affiliate program for people, and the tracking is getting a lot more tighter as far as like front end to back end and stuff like that, and the pricing is much better. Originally, we were asking people to make a 1-year commitment, and now we're only asking them to do a month-to-month commitment. So
which is great for the realtors, I feel, because, especially in Arizona, a lot of houses, they aren't staying on the market for more than 30 days. But within that 30-day time, they can really utilize, the flyers and the videos created together in order to, get that exposure in, a more engaging way.
So inside of our REVEALiO affiliate Facebook page, there's some documentation that also has like how to sell REVEALiO with the new pricing structure in there. Have you seen that?
I have not. So I took a note that I'm going to go to.
Yes, please go there, because I've been putting all the resources there. But if you also need me to email you, let me know. But I'm trying to make it easy for people to get it from multiple different places. So
perfect.
Okay. Is there any other questions before I kind of give you an update on our tech that we're improving upon?
Go ahead.
Okay, so one of the things, as you know, is that I'm a young company. We're a young company, and we're continually trying to improve upon ourselves. And Tracy stumbled upon our old affiliate program, and then there's a little confusion. So anyway,
I went to the affiliate thing like you told me, and that's
yeah. So REVEALioaffiliates.com is where we have people go and sign up, and we're trying to just make it easy for them to go there. So anyway, the idea here is that we are building out. Right now, we've got multiple different systems, and we're trying to get our systems to talk to one another, and it's been proven to be quite difficult. So what we're trying to do is build our own engine the way we want it to work, so that we control it, so that we can have everything speak to each other, like from purchase to the membership integration, to people being able to purchase more than one reveal at one time, being able to like instantly right then and there, all within one dashboard, have control for everything. I want to purchase another reveal. I want to purchase some video services. I want to add a new reveal. I want to delete a reveal. I want to upgrade to another tier. All of that's going to be able to happen under one hood, and it's going to be a beautiful thing. I was hoping we would have it done by the end of the year, but it wasn't to my satisfaction. So we had to make some changes. So we're probably looking at the middle of January. So once we get, and that's going to include our new affiliates. So even though y'all are affiliates to Kartra, which God bless you for putting up with Kartra, we are going to migrate you over to the new system, and the only thing that we're going to have you guys need to upgrade is your payment information. So we're going to try and make it as painless as possible for you guys. Taylor, are you on our new affiliate system?
Yes, the Kartra system.
Okay, great. So anyway,
that's what I was asking about in regards to the payment thing, because I don't think I ever put in anything. That's why I was confused if I did it, if it worked. So just check mine out and see if it's actually complete, because I'm not sure what happens.
So the Kartra takes PayPal, or we can send you a check. So Tracy, until you actually make a sale, I'm not going to sweat it. As soon as you make a sale, if you wanted to take care of it then, because again, we may migrate over between now and then. I don't know how quickly you're going to make a sale.
That's the way.
Well, I also want to become a person that's using REVEALiO. So not only do I want to be an affiliate, I also want to be a person, because for us, it's like perfect. So
okay, so when you purchase your own, you'll become a customer. That'll be great. You'll get to understand our experience as it is right today. It's going to shift a little bit. Like I said, it's going to be all under one hood when we launch it in January. But right now, you will get taken to a page that gives you the ability to upload. So all that is true, what I just said. So go ahead and do it anytime you're ready. Become a customer. You won't make a commission on your own sales. You'll make a commission on sales that you brought in. Okay.
I have a question. It occurred to me in talking to a couple and my husband about it that there might be a time when we have, a sale to someone who we don't want to be a reseller. So that might be someone who, because it's only a 2-level, right? We can only.
Oh yeah, that's another thing, is we have our 2-tier affiliate system.
Right. We can only get commissions on the people under us who sell, and not the ones they sell to. I wonder if you might take into consideration some way to have someone land on a page that doesn't give them the affiliate information. And I don't know if that's possible or not, but
you can send them straight to the actual purchase the product page right now on Kartra. Okay, just another thing. Nancy is looking forward to us when we have our new distribution model. First, we have to get the membership built, and then we had to get the affiliate system built in, so that's all under one hood. That's going to be rolling out in the middle of January. After that, I've been told it's only going to take approximately 4 weeks from there to be able to roll out a distribution model. A distribution model is going to be beautiful, where we're going to be able to have, within a couple of clicks, we're going to be able to provide you your own REVEALiO storefront website that's going to be all you in your company. That is going to require a licensing fee. This is not going to be free. Right now, affiliates are free. So if you guys decide you want to take this to the new level and actually act as if it's all you, everybody is purchasing through your company, that is coming. It's just not right here, and it's not going to be the first thing we roll out. So Nancy, yes.
So that's down the road. Okay, good.
We'll get there. We're not like discounting that. We had that conversation with you. We know we're getting to it, but tech thing, it just always takes so much longer sometimes than you think it's going to, and it's been a little bit of a frustration. I don't want to keep saying it's coming, but it is indeed, it's coming. Hopefully for first quarter, God bless me. I mean, you should see what I'm dealing with over here.
So we can affiliate.
You really want to get it right, and I applaud you for that. That's
I'm
great.
juggling a lot, so we got to get.
Well, you're amazing. Let's just put it that way. I knew as soon as I met you that we were going to connect really well. So we can bring in as many people as we want to connect. So if they want to become
With
affiliates with Wise, we can do that as much as we want, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, perfect.
Absolutely. You can go as wide as a mile anytime you bring somebody under you. And the only time, you make commissions on them is if they turn around and become affiliates. Am I saying that right? So if you have a customer, then you automatically make your commission on that sale.
Mm-hmm.
But if your customer brings in people and they're not an affiliate, so you need to make sure your customers become an affiliate so it trickles up to you.
Exactly.
So, yeah, because you get a 10% override for sales that they bring in if they're an affiliate. So if you find somebody that's aggressive and wants to run with this, make sure you give them your affiliate link.
Right.
So that your
I'll
affiliate link.
just always do. Yeah. It's just in our industry, it's so easy to talk to people about that. So.
Yeah, so I figure it's better right now to give you that ability than to not allow you to make any overrides, so it's 2 tiers. We're not an MLM, so it's there. Like I said, hopefully by February, end of February perhaps, we'll have the distribution model set up, and hopefully it'll be nice and sexy. And that's actually one of the reasons why you're probably thinking, why isn't Michelle doing more marketing? I've been waiting. Because I think I'm going to get slammed, and I want to make sure all of my systems are up and running and that they're going to be efficient and that this new membership thing is in place and everybody's getting tracked properly and that we don't have to do as much manual. Now, one more thing too, Tracy and David, since you guys are the newest to the team, Taylor and Nancy have all gone through the process of creating a REVEALiO with me, so they know what that process is for their customers. They know what to expect. We are a full service agency, so working with people like you is our dream, because you guys are going to be able to help your customers understand what they need to prepare, like the artwork wise. So you may or may not help them with the graphics. I'm assuming you probably will. So what I can teach you is how to optimize those elements so that when you upload them or your customer uploads them, you're giving them exactly what we need so that the turnaround process is so much faster. Otherwise, we have to take a look at what they receive, receive. If we have questions or if it's not high enough resolution, we have to turn around and go back out to them via email or phone and say, hey, look, do you have anything higher resolution? So we take off all limitations when it comes to uploading artwork. We want them to send us their, other than like you guys obviously are going to help them with this, but normally if we're working with somebody who hasn't worked with an agency, who knows what they're doing, we want them to send us their highest resolution of whatever, even a layered file, original, native files. We accept PSDs, EPSs, PDFs. We try and avoid PNGs because those tend to be really already optimized for the web. The goal here is that we provide them with full service. We come alongside them, we hold their hand, and we walk them through it. We don't want them to be frustrated because it's too techy. Some people don't understand file size or dots per inch or pixels per inch or resolution or dimensions or anything. They just know they want this to come alive, and so they're like, here. We are the agency and one of the only agencies that does this. So that's another touting point, guys. REVEALiO is the company that cares. We actually will come alongside them. That is why we do charge a $100 setup fee for every reveal. We give them a half an hour of our time to strategize the video content. Maybe they know they want their business card to come alive, but they don't quite know what to say. So we'll spend a half an hour of our time consulting with them. Hey, maybe you should just say this and then just say this and go straight to the call to action buttons, and give them a little guidance and give them a little like, oh yeah, okay, so it really isn't that hard. I can do this. We want them to believe that they can do it.
So is that something that the $100, is that because of your time to have to set it up that you're paying for? Because we'll already provide that kind of stuff for our clients. So is that something that when you're working with us, with our clients, that they have to do that? Or is that something that is theirs? You can pay for your people.
Yeah. So right now it is a set 100 setup fee for everyone, because we still have to go in and activate it into our system, even if it's done. We just, don't have to spend as much time with them. So it's just a flat rate. However, if you guys end up, like I have a power partner up in Canada. And so if you guys want to create just a couple of samples of your own, and you find that you don't want to spend $100 to set them up, you don't even know if they're going to, you know, take off. I'm willing to bring that down to $50 per setup fee, but we have to work outside of the system because the system doesn't accept $50. It only accepts $100. But at least that is for you to create samples only. This is not for you to pass on to your customers. But if you want to create samples for a specific industry to go help sell it, David, as you know, if you pitch the concept to them of something that's like relevant to their industry, they're going to grab hold of it a lot easier than if you show them something that's completely non-relevant.
Well,
so
that's a great offer. Thank you.
Yeah, I think it's incredibly great offer because I still have to go in and make sure that everything is set up as it should. Even though you guys are providing me that, I still have to make sure that we set it up on.
Do you have a spec file that we can look at to make sure that we know what
resolution and the best
if you okay, let me just, I thought it was in that how to sell REVEALiO sheet, but it may not have been. Let me just put it in the chat here real quick, guys. Catch this page. Let's see, HTTPS.
And I will apologize because it's been a blur since CEO Space. So I know I've seen, because I went and did the affiliate thing, but I've seen a few things come in, so I just haven't looked at them yet.
And we also get you because our best friend as a graphic designer is our printer, and building that and giving you exactly the file you want. So we totally get what.
Well, it's a beautiful thing. Like, you know, our customers, like Nancy, when she sent over that link to that customer, I did a little bit of backlink and find out who their actual source company is for the AR. And I've done my research, guys, and it takes about $13,000 for somebody to actually talk to you on the phone from some of these companies, because they're augmented reality software development companies. They don't really want to deal with somebody who just needs to figure out how to put a video on a marketing piece.
Wow.
It's just not even there. They're not going to spend time.
Yeah.
As far as I know, none of my competitors do that. So that is one of the things, again, that sets us apart, is that we are the company that works with the small business owner. We are the company. We call it Tech with Heart. We are the company with heart. So, but that is a flat rate, and we feel that also helps us, protects us, because $27 a month, we're doing revenue share. Think about that, you guys. Yeah. We're doing a revenue share, and we're even doing a revenue share on the setup fees right now, because we really want to incentivize people like you to take this and run with it hard. But think about what that leaves for the company to support itself. It's not much. So
it's an investment.
Yeah.
And so if you could put those specs up on the affiliate Facebook page, that'd be handy to have.
Okay, thanks, guys. I will do that. But I sent a link here. That is a Prepare Project Elements page. It's a good page, too, for you guys to send people to. Not only have I listed the specs on that page, but I've also shot videos for each. I shot a video explaining how simple it is to do the video, what we're looking for when it comes to the artwork. And so I'm hitting them both on the written word and the visual. So
that's great.
Now, currently, I have the card that you gave me at CEO Space as a sample that I can use to show somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Are there other samples that you provide that are available to show them? I mean, you've got the flat card, and you've got the wine wrap piece, and maybe you have
business card.
Yeah, your business card. So you've got a couple there.
Yeah, we have a demo page. I'm not in the habit of mailing because mailing is expensive as well. So if you guys go to the revealio.com/demo page and see if there's any of those images that are quality enough that you can just print something out.
Oh, okay.
We've got, I've got a couple of books. You know, this one here actually has a lot of celebrities on it. This one here is one of the first in the United States that uses augmented reality on the cover. It went live in 2017. So it has all these authors on it. The guy from Air Supply is on here, Dean Cain, who was Superman, Ray Parker Jr. from the guy who does that song, Ghostbusters. Yeah, so those samples are on the demo page.
Okay, good.
Yeah, and then of course your own samples. That's what I recommend right away. Just make something of yours come alive and dazzle people, because you want them to work with you. So.
Sure you do.
And so if you have I just want to make sure I'm clear on this. So every different image that you use, you can have as many as you want in there, but is that $100 setup fee each time for the people?
Yeah. So the thing is that be thinking strategically. Like if you know for a fact, like I have my logo on one side of my card plays my corporate message. My logo on that tablecloth over there that's hanging on the wall, that works too. So I created one reveal one time and I repurposed it. You know, so you can be smart like that, and you can make your different things that you're going to have on banners, or maybe you have a signature photo, you know, and you just want your signature photo to come alive, and you can have your signature photo on different marketing pieces. It'll play over that photo wherever it is.
Yeah, it's like if I'm thinking about a board game and I have 26 cards, I can't have each one because that would cost her too much money in order to do each one.
Well, then find out what she's willing to pay, Tracy, and let's talk. But I just know that that's the way the system's going to be set up.
Yeah, that's not a problem. I just want to make sure I understand.
You know, because we've never done a board game. What's that, Tracy?
It could be a logo that's on whatever it is that you're.
But if you want each card to play a different, unique one, I mean, if you have a scenario in which you really see somebody's let's talk to them, find out what they would pay, because $27 a month isn't going to break anybody's bank. If the initial setup fee is a hardship for somebody to just try it, then maybe we can, you know, work around that. Like maybe we can come
I'm
in
looking at her being able to sell these and do what she wants to do with it. They would be using the REVEALiO stuff. She's actually financial literacy for children or for young girls, and so she's using it as a tool. So I mean, we could see, you know, 10, 15 images that would actually talk and do things. So I mean, you're talking 15 times 100. You know, you're looking at a cost, and I just need to make sure that I understand that before I say, hey, let's do this.
Again, you know, if she's first to market and wants to try this, and I know and understand how aggressively she's going to campaign for it, because I've had so many people come to me and tell me, oh, but this is going to be great exposure for you. And every time
I know, that's not what I want to do.
Yeah, every time I add a reveal to my account, you know, I'm covering that charge if I'm not recouping any of that. So right. I have to be aware and make sure that I'm finding that balance. And that's why I want to work with people so that we can have those conversations outside of the original pricing. But normally we're looking at, you know, one-offs.
Yes. Okay.
And so that's why we set it up that way. Or maybe 2 or 3 things, you know, that come alive. And I've had people tell me, oh my gosh, that's an amazing price. So, you know,
it's great what you guys are doing. I just want to be clear, because as you know, we're big thinkers. So we're like, oh, we're going to take it. We're going to do this and this, but I want to understand the limitations.
Yeah. I think $50, like I was explaining to you guys, $50 is much more palatable. They have to understand that there is a fee to make their things come interactive, you know. So $50 setup, if that's something a little bit more tangible, then again, maybe we can do that for that particular client, because she's first to her market. I don't have any other examples.
People that are right.
Sure.
Yeah. So
and also, if we have questions for you, we'll have that conversation for you before it gets to that customer or that person. Absolutely.
Yeah. Just if you see that somebody, I mean, especially if you know they're established and really can indeed take this and just like go gangbusters, not just some awesome person who has created something really cool but doesn't have a tremendous amount of money to back it.
Sure.
We want those companies that are going to really help REVEALiO scale. That's what we're looking for. But I'm not willing. It's not like I'm not willing to work with people.
No, and we certainly want to have those conversations when they come in. And before it happens, just so we're all on the same page.
Yes.
You know, because we're new at this, and I know the rest of you have been around for a while and understand it. We're putting our toes in the water for the first day here. So. No,
this is really great. And do you guys have any other questions? I know David and Tracy are the newest to the family. Thank you so much for joining the family. When you create your own, which will be great, you can start with your business card if you'd like, then that initial one will be $100. That's what it's set up for right now. After that, if you guys want to do more samples for yourself, as long as you're not exceeding, you know, your 1,000 streams, then we'll just do the 50 per. After that, you just have to reach out to me outside of the system, because again, I can't make the system give you that.
My cards are oval. I don't have rectangular cards.
I noticed that, but the video will still play on it, just so you know. It'll just play rectangularly over it.
Okay.
Well, with the video, if you had a mask or something on the video,
Yeah, that's not something that we're going to be able to do for you guys.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not built in. The capability is not built in.
No,
That would be a custom thing. And
sure. No. Just.
so yeah, but we can make it work.
Oh yeah.
Taylor, do you have any questions before we head out?
No, I just wanted to tune in, get any new updates, and just appreciate all the information. I'll take a look at that Facebook group as well. And then, yeah, we'll jot down questions as they come up.
Okay, great. Nancy, do you have any other questions? When are you going to pitch to Sensi?
Ron didn't end up coming out for the, fortunately, so I'm hoping to find some time with him soon. Probably might be after the holidays, so.
Okay, so I think that as long as we continually pitch this innovative concept, but in a very useful way, just so you know, Blippar, B-L-I-P-P-A-R, they are one of the bigger ones in the industry. They've been in since 2009 in the U.S., and they just went under 2 days ago. Wow. And so you may actually get some people talking about that. And so they may think that, oh, this isn't a really valid space. I just wanted to speak to that real quick because Blippar could have gone under for many reasons, but
didn't know how to use it. I've had it, and it was like, well, how do I make this do anything for me that's going to work?
Well, that's just it, and that's the same thing with REVEALiO right now. If you don't have an item that comes alive with the REVEALiO app, it's pretty useless. Again, I've built it so that it's free. It's not too huge to download. If you don't continue to add value for people, they will uninstall it. And I've seen a lot of uninstalls, but it's okay because I'm just a young company. I don't have a ton of money to fill. So one of the things too that we would want to pitch to bigger companies who want to build their own app that incorporates AR is that we can build other functionalities that make it useful, that help build their followers, make it more social community oriented, give people the ability to get notifications about sales. And so there's a lot of additional functionality we can build into those apps. So nice. The idea here is that augmented reality has struggled a little bit to find its footing because we can do incredibly cool things, but how far will cool take you? So we want to make sure that when we speak to people, that they understand REVEALiO's purpose right now is incredibly useful. It is getting people recognized. This card got 1,600 hits in 2 days. That means people are interacting and they're loving it. They're feeling something. Otherwise, we wouldn't have those kinds of numbers. She only sent 200 cards out.
Yeah.
So you know what that means? That means people are showing their friends, their neighbors, they're taking it probably to their work, and they're showing people at their work because it was unlike anything that they'd ever experienced, and it made them feel something. Cool. So we have to continue to help people understand what our future holds and what we can do with this. Study up on AR, guys. I just wanted you to know that I am aware that Blippar went under. So if you hear from somebody else, you'll be like, oh, Michelle didn't mention it. They were actually a really big player in the space, and it is sad to see them go. But they were earlier adopters too. I know I started in 2012, and the only reason we've been able to sustain ourselves is because my husband and I have the ability through retirement commissions to keep this company going. It's been a little bit painful trying to wait for people to catch up to where we are. And so sometimes if you don't plan it all correctly, you could end up where they are. And I don't really know all the factors. I just wanted you to know that just because they're out doesn't mean that AR is going downhill. In fact, I heard from people on the inside that Facebook is spending almost all of their energy right now in AR. So we're going to be seeing some really great things because Facebook has lost a lot of their footing. So they're going to try and come up and be a real big player and defy Apple to try and compete against Apple. So stay tuned. It's going to be exciting. Awesome. 2019. All right, you guys. Dave and Tracy, reach out if you guys want to have another one-on-one about any one particular client and how you want to approach them, okay?
Okay,
you
sounds
bet.
great.
Absolutely.
Thanks for joining the call today, guys.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Nice
Bye.
to meet you guys.
Merry Christmas. Bye.
Merry Christmas.
Bye.